So first question, did you have like any experience coding before CodeStack?
Oh no, I had none.
I was just going into it completely blind.
I never coded a day in my life.
I didn't really know what it was at first.
I saw CodeStack and I was just like, why not?
I was really nervous going into it because I had no prior experience. But if you're like me, who has no experience, CodeStack teaches you from the ground up.
It was funny because there's like a thing that Ken says all the time. He's always like, at the beginning, none of you guys knew how to make a folder, and now you're creating like these full-on applications, and yeah. So yeah, that was really true because honestly, I had no idea how to use my computer. All I knew how to do was go on YouTube, make a Google Doc, just do school assignments. I didn't know how to code at all.
So in the beginning, I was definitely nervous, definitely apprehensive about jumping back in and doing more code. Just because of the way things ended in college, I was really kind of traumatized by it, to be honest. And so it was really kind of this gradual type of a process where you're learning step by step. And you don't really realize it in the beginning. But once you get to the end, you see it. And you're like, oh, it makes sense now. Like, I get why we had to do all this. I get why we took it step by step. How we were able to build on that to get to where we are now. And my confidence level has just shot up so much.
I think when we were working on our full stack application, there was a lot of work to do, but being able to handle that workload made me realize like, wow, like I really want to pursue a career in this path.
When I first started, I would not talk to anybody. Like, I wouldn't talk to the TAs, not even my friends. But once I started asking more questions and talking to more people, I feel like that really improved my coding skills, especially talking to the TAs. Our TA, Isaiah, he was there for us the whole time. Like, I feel like he taught me everything I know, honestly.
I did doubt myself, a lot of people did. It was like really difficult to go through, but to keep pushing through, I honestly think it was the TAs, because they kind of kept us going, like giving us the support we needed, because none of us ever coded. We're always lost, trying to figure out what to do. So then I think the guidance they gave us, like we're able to push through.
Knowing that I could just create something on my laptop, just typing in code, makes me feel excited on what like other applications I can build, what games I can make, or what my asset to this world can provide in bigger companies.
Repetition is key when you are a software engineer. It's the way to become a better coder. It's not even about being the smartest person. You just have to stay consistent with the learning. That's the only way, is repetition.
I'm really proud of myself. I didn't think I'd make it this far. I was going to quit like the last couple weeks of the Combine, but I pushed through and now I'm here.
Graduating high school, it was like whatever, you know. It wasn't too hard. But then with CodeStack, I feel like it was an even greater achievement because it was just so much harder than high school. And I was like, hey, I can really do this thing. And now I'm just like, I don't know, it's like I've got that, you know, Super Saiyans. It's like I've just achieved Super Saiyan 1, finally.
What I like most about coding is the problem-solving aspect of it. You can think of problems that arise in your code as like, they're bugs, but you can think of them like puzzles, and just trying to figure out what's wrong is like solving a puzzle, and debugging can be very much a grind sometimes. So yeah, I think I like I like the grind.
So during the beginning of CodeStack, I was really nervous. A lot of the times I was questioning myself like, can I really do this? Am I able to get a job after this? And as I continued, I was able to create a full stack application, and it really motivated me and encouraged me that, you know, just because I didn't know something prior to CodeStack doesn't mean I can't learn it now, and doesn't mean that I can't succeed in this career path.
I wasn't sure I was going to be able to make it through. And there were definitely times throughout the academy where I felt like giving up. Like I felt like I wasn't good enough, everybody else is better than me, but I kept going. And there was something that Ken said in the first week of the Combine. He said, imposter syndrome is real. You will feel like you're not good enough. You will feel like you're not smart enough, or you're not going to be able to do this, and you're not going to be successful. But you're going to keep showing up every day. And because you keep showing up every day, That's going to be the proving reason. That's going to be the reason that shows that you belong here, that you deserve to be here, that you've worked all the way up to get to this point, and you're not going to stop now. And that stuck with me throughout the entire academy. So as long as I kept showing up, as long as I kept doing the work, I was going to make it through.
I feel like the atmosphere in the class was very intense. You know, you have the TAs and the teacher always trying to make you better. And with friends I made along the way, it made it very smooth. It was like a family. You know, I feel like CoStack is a very big family, and I feel like they're a big part of my life right now.
Best thing about CodeStack, other than those 90-minute lunches, of course, gotta be just the friends I met along the way, man. You know what I mean? Just the camaraderie and everything. You know, the coding was great, but the friendships that I made were even better. You know, there were so many times where we were all just struggling, you know, together, and we really helped each other get out of that struggle. As much as the TAs and the teachers helped us, you know, it was definitely my peers and my classmates that helped me get through it.
CodeStack mostly focuses on web development, but at the start of the year, we had a little bit of Unity experience. I've been learning Unity myself for like the past few years, and I just really love game development.
Ever since I learned that you can go ahead and make a living off of making video games, I knew that was a career that I wanted to pursue. That's a job made for me, I firmly believe.
Going to CodeStack every day helped me discover a resilience I didn't know I ever had. Consistently commuting 40+ minutes back and forth helped me realize that I'm serious in furthering my education and myself, and I'm willing to put in the work.
I find it really fun to push myself and making it like competitive in a way with like other classmates. So there's always a bunch of competition, people coming in with different skills and assets, and kind of have to keep up with that. And so that's another reason why to push yourself, is because you have all this other competition. So in order to keep up, you got to push yourself to get better and better every day.
One of my biggest supports is none other than my family, with my mom and dad, especially my older brother, who's also a programmer too. He's taught me about concepts I haven't even thought of before, and without them, I wouldn't be here today without their support.
During my time early on in CodeStack, I made some valuable connections at a small local radio station in downtown Miami. And so what I plan to do after CodeStack is to work for that small local radio station. And some of the people there I still talk to this day. Shout out J-Bills and Big Mo. You guys are the GOAT.
The most proud moment I've had is when I was working with my friends during the full stack. I had a lot of fun being the lead front-end developer, and it was great to code with everyone, asking for help and giving help.
It's just nice to know that there's something out here to, you know, get people out of the streets and in the seats, you know what I mean? Just being in the classroom, it's just such a different environment than being outside, you know? It may not always feel like there's a lot of opportunity out there in Stockton, and being able to drive around and see CodeStack posters and be like, what is this? Or hearing about it at school and high school, you know, and then actually being able to come here, and especially, you know, for such an affordable price, it was really cool, man. It was really nice.